So you're fed up of the traffic on Earth? Well, how about you head up to Mars and build up a green city and make it look absolutely beautiful and have no traffic at all? Well, thank you very much to Paradox for sponsoring this video. I'm collaborating with Paradox Interactive to bring you Surviving Mars Green Planet. And we are going to build our way all the way through to the end of a partly terraformed Mars. And I really enjoyed working my way through this game. If you want to click the link below, you can buy this DLC right now. So use my affiliate link, take a look at that, and let's just dive into the gameplay that we've got here. So I basically sat down and played this game all day. I started off doing the basics that we all know and love, placing the domes. I actually played this in creative mode. So when you place down a storage depot, at the end of every night, it gives you a load of items, so you don't have to worry too much about grabbing all the different stuff. But you still have to build, you still have to design, you still have to see what you're going to lay out, you still have to put in things like this. We've got our first little lake going in on Mars, and something that you will notice as you're playing through is if the planet is too cold, you will find that your water will just freeze, and it doesn't count towards the overall effects that you're trying to get on your planet. So here I am, I'm just working my way through the different research options. Just because we're in creative, I can just fly through those as quick as possible because I wanted to start terrifying Mars and see what I could do. I set up a few domes. I think this was my second dome that I set up, and I've just put somewhere for them to live, a few jobs for them to do, and then we're trying to use some of the new machinery as well to add CO2 to the atmosphere, to heat up the planet, to add water, and to cover the planet as much as possible in forestry and trees and bushes and all that sort of thing. And you can see the figures at the top. Just below the top bar, you've got a little cloud there. It says 0%, a thermometer 0%. We have 5% water, which is good. I've been pumping that into a lake. And then we have 0.09% of trees. So terraforming is another thing that has been added to this new DLC, and it's easy. It's easy. It's literally a case of dragging from somewhere flat over something that's hilly, or maybe a big hole in the ground, or some mountains that you want to remove, and then just letting the drones or letting your new units, the dozers, dig that away or fill it in, or using the waste rock that you've been producing in other buildings, and it will just fill that up for you. You can also terraform the land by adding in rocks or mountains, and of course the trees and the bushes and all these things that you're growing as well that are really going to make a difference to the planet. Now, as you can see there, the temperature of the planet is rising. That's looking at how green our land is. Things are getting more green as we go along. You've got outdoor farms, which will work as well, which are very good, but you have to have the right temperature and atmospheric conditions for those to work. And as you can see here, quite often on the planetary view, you'll have missions pop up that you can send your rockets off to. Some of them you'll lose your rocket, some of them your rocket will come back, but they will enable you to, again, take great leaps in the amount of CO2 you have, the amount of water you have, and the whole aim now is to try and terraform Mars, is to try and build up the whole atmospheric conditions of the planet. So plants will grow and reproduce, and you will get seeds. Seeds, that's something. Now seeds is something that I found I was constantly bringing rockets from Earth with seeds in, because you seem to run out of them all the time. If there's some other way of getting seeds on the planet itself, maybe from some farms or something like that, I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm sending up rockets literally just full of seeds over and over again. So you could use those to start your farms once your planet is warm enough and has the right atmospheric condition, and using it for spreading out the trees and the bushes on your planet. And as we move on, you can see things that get greener and greener in certain patches, and by that little triangle dome you'll notice more trees growing along there. And as we progress further in the game, you'll notice trees sprouting up all over the place, and it really does start making your Martian-based civilization look more like an Earth-based civilization. Well, now you can see how green everything looks. The trees are growing absolutely amazingly in the radius of the machine that's put down to plant those. So once an area is filled up, you can remove that and put the machine in another place. But look at that, it starts looking absolutely beautiful. I love the way the colours just change from the red through all the different hues of the green. And soon, as you can see at the top of the screen there, your oxygen, your atmosphere, your temperature, your water, and your tree coverage, your foliage, and all that sort of stuff, the figures are creeping higher and higher and higher. So what else can you expect in this new DLC? Well, there's 7 new terraforming buildings, from making the trees, the plants, polluting the atmosphere. Well, you know, polluting on Earth, but on Mars, you need to put as much CO2 into the atmosphere as possible. Look, did you see that? The planet is changing how it looks. Looks fantastic. So 7 new terraforming buildings. You have an end game capital city, which is pretty fantastic. You have rain on your planet. You can also get toxic rain too. New disasters like toxic rain and Mars quakes. You have special projects and new research. And then whether you get the DLC or not, everybody gets the landscaping tool, 3 special projects if you just have the update, 20 new events, 2 new buildings, including a rocket construction site, and lots of bug fixes and quality of life additions. So after many hours of playing this game today, this is the base that we ended up with, and it's raining, as you can see, because we've managed to get our planet to the tipping point where we have an atmosphere, we have rain, we have lots of trees, and everything is looking lovely and green. So if you're interested in purchasing this, please use my affiliate link below. Let me know in the comments what you think about this new edition. Will you be playing it? What are your plans? And don't forget to watch the new video on the screen as well, and I will see you all day after tomorrow for the next video. Thank you, take care, bye bye.